Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma. If you're new, welcome. Today I just want to share with you the supplies haul. I noticed that with the pass of the years we've been needing less and less materials, but depends on the curriculum that you're using that year. You are going to need probably things for experiments or art or history. Usually those are the subjects that require more amounts of supplies, like construction paper, cardboard, things like that. And that's what I am going to be showing you guys in here, as well as some games that I just purchased that will go with some of the things that we're going to be using in here in our homeschool. So that's exactly what you're going to be seeing in this supplies haul. So let me just start really quick. Some of them are going to be boring and some of them are going to be, fun. So here I have these insertable two-tone, two-pocket plastic dividers. I am going to be using these for our binders, for our portfolio, as well for a binder that I am going to be sharing with you guys eventually. So that is what I am going to do with these dividers, and I like these tones. I think they're very pretty, and it comes with 8 tabs. Okay, the next thing that I purchased is these highlighters, because I am usually looking for highlighters. Sorry that the camera is moving. And I like to have a variety of highlighters in my homeschool. I like to just mark everything that we've been done for the day or the week, and I like to mark as well if I am reading. I like to mark if I see something important, and in my planner I like to use highlighters as well. So I think that they are needed in here in our homeschool, and that is the reason why I decided to purchase these highlighters. These are more on the bright colors. I have other highlighters that are like the Zebra brand, and they are more like pastels colors, so I was needing some bright colors, and that is the reason why you see these highlighters. Next, I have these pencils. My son is interested in engineering and architecture, and I wanted to have something that was going to be easy for him when he's drawing. It's easy for them to be able to see what they are doing, because it doesn't have anything to interrupt here at the beginning. It's easy for them to see what they're doing. This has a name. I just forgot already what it was, but it's engineered for precision, and is 0.5 is the lid of the pencil, and it's a number 2, same as number 2. Another thing we purchased is this, and this is a sketching board. My son is being very serious when it comes to architecture, drawings, and as well he likes to just do his drawings for his manga, and he was asking me for a sketching board for a long time. This is a big sketching board. It almost takes my little desk from IKEA. It's almost that size. It's just a little bit shy from the edges of the desk, so I have starting from here and a little bit almost like this from the edge, and from the other side it's almost like this from the edge. So it's a pretty big sketching board, and what he liked about it is that it has 4 modes for the light to be able to be bright, and he liked it at that. So you just have to tap here in the corner, and sorry about my nails not being very well, but you just tap 1, 2, 3, 4, turn it off. 1, you just have to tap. If you notice, it's really bright. Sorry about the light. And it's easy for him to be able to put a paper on top and being able to sketch, and he's been using it already. That is the reason why you saw that I purchased as well for him those pencils, mechanical pencils, that were so easy for him to be able to see when he's drawing. And I am going to be using this paper from one of the language arts from The Good and the Beautiful that we were using. so you guys can see. So that's the first tap, second tap, third tap, and off. So 3 variations of light, and it varies on the intensity if you notice. And it's a pretty big sketching board. It's humongous. I am just not kidding you guys. I cannot even move it completely because I will just turn it on. And it's been great for him. He likes it. I probably will need at some point a bigger desk for him to be able to use it, but so far it's working so great and he enjoys his sketching board. Something else I purchased for the dry erase board is this dry erase cleaning cloth chiffon, and I like it because even though we have a dry eraser, I just feel like this way will be better because we have the liquid that is meant to be used with the dry erase board, and this is a Post-it dry erase cleaning cloth. Next is this Post-it. I decided to purchase these because we tend to do read alouds and independent reading, and I like to mark the book with the weeks, so certain chapter will be certain week, and I think this will help me. It comes with 320, I think. I might be wrong. Yeah, 320, and I think this was going to be just perfect for what I needed, and that is the reason why I purchased this one. Next ones, I have the Ticonderoga pencils, and we have pencils still in here, but I noticed that our supplies when it comes to pencils is going down, and I wanted to try these ones, so I have these Ticonderoga pencils in here. The next that I have here is these Canon Ivy refills. I have the Canon Ivy here, which is this one right here. And this is what I use when we are using our planners and, you know, just writing what we have done for the day or the week. And I use these to just get those pictures. So I have 2 of them, and they come with 50 each one of them. The next thing we've got is this microscope, and sorry that is very dusty because it's been a long time already with us. It's just I had it there because I was trying to show you guys, but we decided to get a microscope now. This is from Home Science Tools, and we decided to get it now because we don't know yet what science we're really going to be using. I know I explained to you guys that he was going to try to do applied engineering from master books. I'm out of air, but I just on hold with that, not because I don't want to use that. Actually, I really want to use it, and he wants to use it as well. But I did explain to you guys that he likes apologia, and he is been looking at science, and I am just trying to convince him to wait because I think he's going to be ahead of him, and he says he's just ready. So we are just debating on what will be best for us in this season, as well the fact that we already have this science in here. But anyway, I just want to show you guys, and this microscope, if you notice, is one of the microscopes that program is going to be asking, and I think that this will be just perfect. Let me see if I can get it out of here properly, and so I can show you guys. So this is how it looks. Let me just see if I can show you guys, if I can take it out of here without breaking anything. So it's just like this. Trying to do it really soft. And just like that, I am going to try to show you guys. At least taking this plastic off. I know I'm out of camera. So this is how it looks without the plastic, and it's just like this. Hopefully you guys can see that well. And I liked it. My son was very excited. And it comes with some tools here, a cover for the microscope, as well with some of the things that we're going to be using probably to clean. So we have a screwdriver here, some type of oil, replacement for, I don't know, it's like a bulb. We have in here some type of lens, and in here some tools for the microscope. So that's what we have, what we've got with this microscope. Hopefully it's going to work very well for what we need to be doing with it, and hopefully we will make our mind when it comes to the science that we're going to be doing for this upcoming year. But so far this is what we decide to get, and just to have it ready just in case. The next one I have in here is flashcards, not because he doesn't know his multiplication facts already, but as a way to review and doing it in a fun way. I purchased as well some puppets. I don't have them in here, so hopefully they will arrive soon, and we will review these more as a game, and that's why I purchased this set of flashcards. Next one is for math as well, and these are just definitions of the concepts for math, and I purchased these. I am not sure where did I got these from, but they are Snap Words Math Vocabulary List 3. There's a few of them, and it gives you a list of the vocabulary that he's going to be studying with these set of cards. And I might purchase another one. I think it is important because we've been using Matthew C, and usually he's looking at the video, and the book, the instruction manual for the teacher, is more explicit when it comes to the definitions. But I think that just having them like these will be helpful as well. Plus, I think I can create some type of game with these cards, and that is the reason why I purchased them. But overall, it's a good review for the definitions of the concepts, not only just to have the definition, but as well to see what it is, so he can have that visual aspect as well. Next one is these post-it notes, and I opened them already because I've been using them already, but they have lines, and I made my listing here too sometimes, but they have lines, and it's easy for you to detach. They come with glue, and it's easy for you to attach it to the planner if you have to write a lot. And I like them as well because I have to sometimes leave him notes, and it's easy for me to do it with these type of notes for his science. And this is Discover Fossils, Dig It, and I think that it was going to be really fun for him. Let me see if I can open it. And it's just an activity. He has an activity to do that is digging fossils, and I thought this was going to be fun and an alternative to the one that they have in the program, where he has to actually just go and bake and create some archaeological fossils. And I think that this will be just fun for him and easy to do, guys. If you hear me talking a little bit weird, it's because I am still congested. These sinuses are just not really good, and I feel completely congested. But anyways, this is a Discover Fossils, Dig It. Very simple, ages 6 and up, but it's a fun way to add to what we're doing with science. Next ones are mostly for me, but he can use them as well. And these are Paper Mate Flare. I like to use these a lot with planners, with my book, the one that I use to actually just brain dump everything that I am going to be looking for our upcoming year. And I think these are fun. They have fun colors and I like them. This is, I think, like the second time that I purchased these ones and I fall in love with them. I really like the way they write. Next thing that I have in here, and everything is falling, let me just move something out of the way. Okay, I am back. Next here I have this Prismacolor set and they have 72 colors, and I purchased, I think, this one from Staples or Rainbow Resource, and I like it. We use a lot of color pencils here in our homeschool for art, for projects, for you name it, everything. And I like to have a lot of color pencils, and I heard that these ones are really good. I made a mistake that the ones that I purchased before, they were watercolor pencils and I wanted just the regular ones, but we are going to be using those watercolor pencils as well. So that is good to know that we have now 2 sets of them. This is the biggest one, which 72 colors. Let me just accommodate a little bit here. Is these laminating sheets, and these are different from the ones that I had before. Hopefully these ones are going to be working well. The ones that I purchased previously, I noticed that they were not so shiny, and as well they were giving me troubles with my laminator machine, and at some point I just decided just to change. Not that the laminator machine was not working. The laminator machine works. It's just for some reason with the pouches that I have before, they were not just going well, and I decided just to change. Here's one. Next thing that I have in here, let me just show you guys, is this Astro Brights cardstock, and I didn't notice when I purchased this that this has like little particles of color. Let me see if I can take one out so I can show you guys. I don't know if you're, oh sorry that my camera is moving so much, but I don't know if you're able to notice, but it have some particles, like some colors there. And it does not look bad. It looks very pretty actually. And I don't know, it was new for me to see that they had already some type of color with them. And now when I print something, you can see a little bit of that, but it's not much that you will just dislike it. I just think it's cute on top of what he has to print and stuff. Okay. Next, we have as well in here this Expo White Board Care. I like to use this instead of, just clean it with water or Windex, because it tends to give a, like, I don't know, it's like a type of oil that just takes care of your dry erase board, and I think it's helpful. So I purchased 1 gallon, and I have a little bottle that I can just refill with what I purchased now. Okay, next thing that I have in here is this clay that we're going to be using for our science, and I always like to have clay because we do a lot of projects when it comes to the science. We are doing Apologia's Science still, but because we've been doing all the activities you can imagine that are suggested in that program, which is making us take long, but at the same time have so much fun because we're creating those activities. We are about to finish, so for the last activities we are going to be using clay, and I just decided to purchase these for that. Not that we are mixing clay because we have different colors here in the house, but we were needing just plain clay. I have this ink for our printer, so I have this set of colors here, and I think I have the black one as well, so I have this set for our printer as well. I purchased these Pilot friction pens. because I use them to correct his work. Sometimes I have him just work with his fixed grammar and he use these frictions. And a specific I have for him colors, and for myself I got these red ones, and for him and I got these black ones. Sometimes I like to use them, and sometimes I have that period where I just dislike them, because if you leave the work in the sun, it will just disappear. I don't know, it's just like depends on what I am doing, is that I am going to be using them. I do not use them for everything, and not all the areas in my planner. I use the friction pens just because of that reason. Next thing that I have in here is this Payday. This is a classic edition, and I told you guys that I was going to be showing you guys as well some games. This Payday game is going to be used when we are doing our financial literacy, our personal finance, before personal finance, just as a way to have fun and make it more interactive. And I have in here as well this budget game, and again the same reason, just to make sure that we're having fun. I purchased this a while ago. If you notice, it has a little bit of dust, and and I hopefully will make things a little bit more fun and just make him retain more the information. Not that he's having any issues, but you know, sometimes you crave a little bit more fun in your homeschool, and that's what I am trying to do, just add more fun. Lately I've been on a search to things that are fun for our homeschool, because yeah, we want to be rigorous, but at the same time we want to have fun. So that's what I am trying to do when I am adding these type of games, table games, here to our homeschool. The next one is this laminator, and this is a new laminator. This is from Staples, so hopefully this will be good dust as well, because it's been a while in here, guys, that I've been trying to create this video. But I am just going to be using this one from now on, and hopefully those laminator sheets that I purchased will go very well with this laminating machine and see how it will work from now on. I use a lot our laminating machine, and I like to use a lot our printer, because I always print materials. I am always creating materials for him, and I think it's excellent to have it ready for when we need it, and that is the reason why I purchased another one. I am still expecting some things for our homeschool, just to create more fun, but after that, that will be it, and we will stop. I still have to show you guys what we're going to be using for readers and read alouds. That's something that I will share with you guys eventually, but I just wanted to share this a little haul with you guys. If you notice, what I purchased is not that much. The amount of things that I purchased this year has been less. I purchased as well some binders, but I am not going to show you guys that because I think it's not that fun. And I think that it's okay to just, you know, little by little control what we are spending, especially if it's something that is not really necessary for our homeschool. I like to have some type of control, because sometimes we can get excited and just purchase things just to purchase, not really because you're going to give them any use. And I'm trying not to do that. Now that I have the experience with this many years homeschooling, I am trying to control what I am spending. And if you notice, I still went a little bit extra when it comes to the art supplies, just because he is being interested in that area, and I am trying to just follow his interest as well. So it's a combination of rigorous with just allowing him to have some fun while we are doing homeschooling, and I think that is very important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That's how you help me and you support my channel as well. It's been a pleasure to have you guys in here with me and to support me and to always just, you know, give me those messages of encouragement and motivation. It is very well appreciated, and I hope you guys have fun. I will see you then. Bye bye.